Oh my God, what a beauty. Hey guys, Louie here. Welcome to the weekend, and we are going to get going. We got a few things to talk about today. Let me tell you what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the plunge in silver. That's why the cheerleaders are having a little accident here. Like I said last week, I was smelling something bad coming, and boy, it came for the stock market, it came for precious metals, it came for crypto, it left no prisoners. So we'll talk about that. I'm going to talk a little bit about what personality you are and how that relates to the kind of investor you are. And so that'll be interesting. I have got just a gorgeous new coin to show you. I don't think anybody else has unboxed it. And it's a high value coin, but you're going to love this. And then also have a shout out for a friend who's doing a fundraiser to give you a chance to get into an auction for a one of a kind silver slide and anything else that comes to mind. So let's get going. Not a great week, but boy, we can have a great video anyway. All right, first off, I hope you will go help out a friend of mine. He's been on YouTube for over a decade, as far as I know, protecting silver stackers by investigating fake coins and providing wonderful videos and great advice. So that is Cyber Curtain Twitcher. He also manufactures these little silver slides, which work wonderfully with neodymium magnets, and he is also a consummate wood artist. So he's created a one-of-a-kind ebony slide here, which he is auctioning for another good friend, Donald in New Mexico, who has had some tragedy in the family. And you can read about that over at Cyber Curtain Twitcher's channel if you'd like to bid on this beautiful one-of-a-kind slide. It is, just go over to his video. I'll put the link down below, and I believe the winner will be announced on the 24th. So help fellow stacker out and maybe score a beautiful slide. All right, let me move on. All right, so here we are. Here's the bad news. This is a chart of silver. We can take a look at the last week to see the rapid slide. Here we went from 2640 down to about 2570 or so. 2570, 2575. Well, that is not the end of the world to lose 50 cents on silver, but the chart is not looking so good. And let me get you out a little further. Here is 6 months, and it was a pretty sizable hit on volume Friday. Of course, it was a pan sell-off on Friday of everything having to do with the perceived slowdown in the recovery expansion, if that made sense to you. Now, silver being an industrial metal, I think it can take a little bigger hit when the economy is perceived to start slowing. But really, what was happening was, again, the Federal Reserve jawboning the market down. This time, Janet Yellen talking about, high levels of inflation for a little longer period of time. Of course, this is about the third week in a row where the Federal Reserve has told us how horrible things are. Of course, inflation is no longer transitory in their opinion. It's going to be around for a little while, and it's going to be bigger than they predicted, and they have just been wrong at every juncture. But it is only jawboning, and therefore, we will have to see if the market continues to interpret that as a red flag. So far, it has. So the silver market, because the bullion banks love to jump on board bad news, they pushed it down. Yeah, I would say we have more risk to the downside here. If you did put cash away, like I recommended last week, you could find yourself with an even better deal. I'm not seeing, a giant sell-off coming. But it could. I mean, Monday morning will tell the story if we shake off all the Janet Yellen hyperbolic statements and we get back to business. It is possible that we could have a recovery here. It is also possible we could test 24. And of course, if the wheels come off the bus, then who knows? If the stock market has a 50% drawdown, you could see that hit silver as well. What didn't look so bad was actually gold. All right, so the other side of the story is gold, and people say gold and silver, they travel together. Silver follows gold, and then when it does go up, it goes up higher and faster. All true, in my opinion. However, when the market, when the economy is being perceived to be slowing, all right, unlike what we've had over the last few months, then gold starts to shine a little bit. The perception is that interest rates will drop. I don't know how that's even possible. Interest rates would drop further. And of course, the U.S. government is in there buying bonds with both hands. I don't think we have a free discovery market anymore. I just think we have manipulation in every corner of the bond market. But nonetheless, if the economy is slowing, if the recovery is not as robust as they thought, well, that's rocket fuel for gold. That's why gold is looking better. That's why the gold to silver ratio is jumping up over 70. I really thought we'd spend some time at 50, but we didn't get there. So, what did we get to? Well, we got to 64. Right now, at this very moment, gold is looking better than silver. I got to tell it like it is. However, I still have, I have both, but I have more silver than gold at the moment. Let's take a look at platinum, which that chart looks okay to me. I don't have a problem with that. And let's take a look at Bitcoin. Okay, so right about now, a few weeks ago, well, when it was up here around 60, I advised you to sell your Bitcoin and put that money into silver. Had you done that, you'd still have your money. Most people in the crypto market are permabulls, and for a lot of the people that got in during the big run up, you lost half your money at this point. Now the question in the marketplace among the crypto fans is, will you lose another half? All right? And let that sink in for a minute. Imagine if you had lost half your money, and money is hard to get, right? And now you were considering whether or not you would lose the other half. Could it happen? Well, let's take a look at the 1-year chart. There's the 1-year chart. Could 30,000 go to 15,000? Yeah, of course it could. It's crypto. It's nothing. It's digital fairy dust, right? And I'm not a big fan. However, I don't think it's going to go to 15,000. And of course, if you're buy and hold like I am with silver, you're not going to let this bother you. But the time to get out when it was rocking higher and it showed some weakness. Now you're in at 30. I think we will still see a 2 handle on this, maybe 25,000. I don't think it'll go to 15. Just my opinion. I did buy Coinbase on Friday. And it went up, and then it went down, then it went up, then it went down. I think I'm about even on that right now. For my money, Coinbase, the picks and shovel of this industry, is a much better investment than cryptocurrency, but that would be for a whole different reason than people typically buy crypto. And you know about the stories in China and the crackdowns, and believe me, China trying to eradicate cryptocurrency is a much bigger story than, Kazakhstan, adopting it as a, as a currency. Anyway, that's my opinion. But, don't follow me. I don't know anything about crypto other than I know what is speculative and I know what is not. Crypto is speculative, but I do like Coinbase as a stock. No joy in Cryptoville. Like I said, silver weak, you got to tell it like it is, and gold looking pretty good. Could we have another drawdown, $25 or so in gold? Yeah, we could, but if people keep talking about the slowdown of the economy, could push gold over 2,000 here, and then eventually silver will catch up and surpass. I got all the time in the world. I'm still happy I have my silver. Even my $37 Type 1 Silver Eagles, notice how they're still about $37. That's why I buy stuff like that. I was hoping for the run up, but holding their value pretty well. All right, that's the market right now. You got your wish. We got cheaper silver. We've even got cheaper premiums. I found silver in the 28s, generic silver in the 28s, Cull Eagles in the 33 range. Sometimes the Culls don't look half that bad. And you know, you maples at 31 and 100-ounce bars at 2,900, and I'm even shopping for some silver shot. So there is stuff to buy. I don't think I'd spend all my money right now. I think on silver I would watch Monday. Either it recovers or we test this 24. And I'm not sure which. The stock market lost some money on Friday on the stock market. Should have followed my own advice, but thought I was smarter than myself, and yeah, got creamed in the stock market on Friday. The question is, you know, are we going to go back up and make new highs? Well, I'll tell you what, with the narrative we have right now, I don't see how that's possible. And you notice the small caps have been destroyed, the meme stocks destroyed. You know, they came for commodities, but they can't take out commodities, because the inflation story is still here, and commodities continue to be something I invest in. What I think we're headed for is stagflation, and you would want, you know, larger stocks with good cash balances, organic growth rates. You know, GameStop and so forth. No, not so much. So, you know, all of the speculative stocks are getting hammered. People looking more to traditional stocks, perhaps utilities. But the one silver lining is when interest rates look like they're going lower, that does help the NASDAQ. So we could see another separation between, you know, the NASDAQ and the other markets. I don't know. I just don't like the way the stock markets look, and I still would advise keeping most of your money on the sidelines, waiting for an event of some kind. The government gave away more money this week, as you saw, this time going to families with kids. This came out of your stimulus package. It probably will not be supported by the Republicans and continued, you know, formally. So I think this is one and done. But, you know, universal basic income, absolutely. They are shooting for it. More printing, absolutely. They are going to do it. More bond purchases. I understood that they had some failed bond offerings last week, and but the government will continue to monetize until the population gets wise. What will make them get wise? Higher food prices, higher gas prices, higher utility prices, you know, higher everything prices. And we haven't even experienced the great rent increase. Okay, you don't think it's coming? Well, it is coming. Soon as they boot out all the people that have been, you know, living with free rent for a while, soon as the landlords get a chance to adjust rents, the new homeowners and corporations that have been buying property at a very rapid clip start repricing the rental market. People are going to be pissed. All right. And I think it's going to lead to new leadership in Washington as well. But that is another story. That's what I think is going on. Let's move on. All right, I want to talk a little bit about personality types and what kind of investor you are. I'm going to break this down into kind of where I see people putting their money based on how they look at the world. What you have in front of you is the Dow Jones at 34,687, and it is totally worth noting that we are still very near an all-time high. There is tremendous risk in a sell-off here of the Dow Jones. How do I know that? Because I've lived through several of these, and while it doesn't look like much on this chart, and while investing for the long term has been really the best medicine for most people to create bigger fiat dollars, when these sell-offs occur, they wipe you out. Okay, so what happens is what's this date here? No, 2007. You'll remember that. Yeah, I remember that pretty well. I was Feeling pretty good about everything at that point. Big expensive house, big mortgage, and then the bottom dropped out. Okay, what did that take? That took about 2 years for that to occur. Most people I know lost about half their money. All right, half their money in their housing, in California anyway. Half their money in the stock market. If you were a more aggressive investor, you lost probably even more. And I know the chart doesn't really reflect that, going from 14,000 down to 7,000. Well, I guess that is about half. But you know, somehow, depending on your investment selections and how well you're hedged, you could lose even more than that. We had another one in 2019. I'm not saying people lost half their money, but these sell-offs here tend to really spoil your retirement plans. You know, especially if you sell at the bottom and don't stay in, which most people do. They start selling after the market goes down. Okay, you don't want to sell at the bottom. Of course, when you see the market at an all-time high, it's wise to take some money off the table, park it in something. Sorry, I got cut off. I was going to say, now I've shifted back over to JM Bullion. But take some money off the table, raise some cash, put it in a diverse asset class. Used to be you could buy bonds, and bonds would move counter to the stock market. I don't even think that's a reality anymore. But what are your choices? Well, there's gold. Okay, gold, long-term store of value. All right, and tends to be a great place to park money, especially as you get older. Silver, more speculative. Okay, so, you know, if you're going to have gold, if you're going to have silver, I'd make sure you have gold as well, because, you know, silver can crash. As we saw here, note, $12 just about a year and a half ago. So you have to be prepared for that if you're in silver. But if you have the physical, physical silver will always be in demand. All you have to do is wait for the next cycle. Might take 5 years, but you'll do well. You'll do well in silver in the long run. But again, speculative. You don't want to have all your money there, especially if you are older. Okay, other metals like platinum, well, has a lot more to do with the auto industry than anything else, but I think gold casts a heavy shadow on platinum. And there we are back to the crypto. So, you know, you're looking for the home run if you're in crypto, but if you're younger and you are, you know, betting it all, maybe even on leverage, you're wiped out. You're already wiped out, right? So highly speculative on the crypto side. Just have a small piece of that. So what is your personality? Are you looking for the quick score? Then you're buying crypto. You're buying meme stocks. You're buying call options on God knows what, and you're looking for the quick score. But you know, once you lose your money, you're done. You're done. Now you got to go back to work. Get back in school, get a degree, earn some more money, come back in 10 years and try again. By then you may realize that there is no super easy path to wealth. Okay, it's not in crypto. It's not necessarily in silver, although I think silver is a good play. Gold is more stable and long term, and the stock market goes in cycles. Right? I'm not going to go back to that chart. So the thing that I guess I would impress upon you, depending on your personality, is don't be afraid to take money off the top when things are ripping higher. That's what I do, and I have a lot of cash parked right now, waiting for the next event. Is it going to happen? Yeah, something's going to happen. Okay, guys, just a little break here, a little commercial for Louie's sourdough jalapeno bread, jalapeno cheese bread. Just wanted to show you my starter. This is ready to go. Look at those bubbles. This is a San Francisco sourdough starter. I love to make my own bread. These are jalapenos from my neighbor's garden. We share veggies back and forth. And that is some sharp cheese. Extra sharp is better than that. That's going to make some jalapeno bread today. So as soon as I'm done with the video, we are going to get onto that. I wish you could smell. Oh, that smells so good, that starter. Anybody need starter? Man, it was hard to get this thing going, but it is robust. and delicious. All right, I'm doing this with one hand. I didn't announce this in the intro, but look what a family member gave us the other day. It is just, it's some old silverware. I was going through here with the magnet, and that was my scale. Going through here with the magnet, and we got, some of this is sterling, some of it is not. These little guys here are stainless. But the vast majority, from what I've seen so far, appears to be sterling. It's a beautiful old set from, comes from the family. Beautiful old set. You can't see that, but it says sterling. Of course, sterling is 925. There's a melt value. There's also a collector value. But honest, I don't even know who this maker is offhand. Let's see what this weighs, huh? And mind you, there's some stainless in here. I don't know why these little guys are stainless. Maybe silver is not rigid enough in a smaller format, but everything else looked to be sterling to me. So I'm going to put this on the scale, and let's see how many. Let's get this to grams. Okay, here we go. And pardon the plastic, I'm just going to put the whole thing on there. Let's see what it weighs. And that is a little over 3 kilograms of silver. I don't know how much stainless there is in there, but that looks to be about 100 ounces of sterling. So yeah, hell yeah, we'll take that. I mean, my God. The question is, do you just pack this up and put it in the garage? Do you convert it to cash and 999 silver? What do you do with something like that? I'm really not sure. It has a sentimental value as well, which can be some of the hardest stuff, because if you're sentimental about it, then chances are you'll still have it when you die, and your kids will have to figure it out. Anyway, so there's 100 ounces of more or less of sterling. Cool, huh? Okay, guys, here's the unboxing I was promising you. And there it is. It is the 2-ounce completer coin from the Queen's Beast series. I ordered this over 2 months ago. And I don't know what the heck the holdup was on these, but here it is. Here it is. I'm hoping that this is beautiful. Of course, the packaging is beautiful. That'll look familiar if you've seen the 1-ounce proof. Of course, there is also a BU proof that I just bought a tube of because I thought that was a great investment. Matter of fact, if you can score the BU completer coin at a cheap price, maybe $60 or so, man, what a great investment for the long run. And I like the gold as well, the BU gold. But this is the proof 2-ounce silver. Yes, it is pricey. So let's go ahead and get into this and see if it is worthy of all of the attention it's getting. There are only 750 of these, so like 1/10 the mintage of the 1-ounce, which was very very popular and selling for like $400 or $500. So there is no wonder that people are asking $1,000 for this coin now, at least in my mind. There it is. Let's see what number I got. Oh shit, I got number 28. Now that is worth waiting for. Of course, that's just a number. Let's pull this baby out of here. This would go so... Oh, well, and I see it's come out of its... Oh man, I don't like that. I'm going to have to be careful not to catch my reflection in there. But let me screw this tight. Of course, the Royal Mint has these screw capsules, which generally I like, but sorry for the... What in the world is going on with this capsule? Oh. That is unlike any screw capsule I've seen before. And I gotta tell you, I don't like it. Okay, I'm gonna not catch my reflection, but there it is, the Queen's Beast, 2-ounce proof, 700 of these in the wild, And I've got one. Oh my God, that's going to look good in the set, huh? Let's see what the other side looks like. Try not to catch my reflection. I'm just going to wipe that off a little bit. Dudes, that is just perfect. That looks like that would grade top level. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is just so exciting to have. So if you're a Queen's Beast fan, I think you'll appreciate this. Of course, the boxes only came with spots for 10. It's 10, right? Pretty sure it's 10. So what do you do with the 11th coin? What do you do if you want the BU and the proof in the 2-ounce format? I don't know. I don't know what you do. Get a new box or just keep this separate. But this is a very nice coin, and I've got number 28. Wow, love that. So I thought you would enjoy seeing that. Of course, it's a Jody Clark masterpiece, as many of his works are. And just a fine, fine coin. Very fine. All right, that's all I have for you this weekend. Hope you keep your spirits up, keep your silver dry, and we live to fight another day, I promise. Okay, guys, you be well.